So, good evening. I want to make sure that I start. I open the phone lines at exactly 20:30. So, I will start my program now. I mean, it's just about 19:51, and yeah. So, of course, the past few days I was not able to come live. I apologize. I received a number of phone calls, a number of people asking me, why are you not going live, and so on and so forth. I appreciate your encouragement. I appreciate your support. I appreciate the advices that you are giving on this program. Um, Essentially, a number of people have welcomed this program, and I'm humbled. I'm humbled, and I'll try to do my level best. Please, your suggestions are welcome. I want to do better. I'm trying to see if it is possible to actually enhance the technology such that we can have a better lighting. We can have better presentation, and most importantly, I want to be bringing in some of these people that we talk about here. So on this program, I want to be bringing in some of these people that we talk about, because some of these people, they, after you talk about them, they come and they start phoning and complaining and so on and so forth. What I'm trying to say is that going forward, later on, I will be able to bring out some of those people to say, okay, we are discussing this person. Can we bring this person, to come and explain or speak for himself or herself? This I want to be doing going forward. Even Hakainde Hichilema should be able to come on this program and explain or express himself. Even the ministers. Look, I don't understand this, magisterium kind of attitude that we have, where, these leaders, they are so much up there, like, I can't interact with people. I mean, you are a leader, especially if you are voted by the people. You should be accountable, to the people, using any forum. Where there are people, you should be ready to go there and, make clarification, inform the people, or even apologize where things have gone wrong. So going forward, I really intend to, keep building on this program such that we can show that democracy is possible. What we are doing here is nothing but, exercising our rights using our democratic tenets. That's what we are doing. We are not insulting anyone. I don't come to this program to insult anyone. I come to this program to talk about issues relating to our country. That's all. And even you people who are calling in, please, let us not be vulgar. Let us not be defamatory. Let us just be reasonable, objective, express ourselves, because it is our right. So I intend to build on this program such that, going forward, especially during the time of elections, we will be able to contribute massively, or make a significant contribution to the elections as we go forward. Some people are busy saying, no, Tayali is paying people to call. My goodness. I mean, I can't understand you. I really can't understand you people who are trying to trivialize this program and demean the people that are making contribution on this program by saying they are hired. But you see, this is the common cliche. This is a common cliche. Whoever speaks against the government is paid. Why do you always do that? Whenever you speak something, which the government doesn't like, you say he has been paid. What about you? When you defend those in government, who pays you? Do you get paid? Can't people freely express themselves about their plight? Can they do that? Do they have to be paid to talk about the hunger that they are going through in their homes? Do they have to be paid to talk about the lack of jobs? Do they have to be paid for them to talk about lack of liquidity in the economy? Do they have to be paid for them to talk about the high exchange rate? Do they have to be paid for them to talk about the high cost of living? Do they have to be paid for them to talk about the high prices of agriculture input? Why do you always bring in, no, they are paid, they are paid? I mean, you accuse me of being a Mushani Nabwali, a pauper who doesn't have money, who survives on handouts. So a person who survives on handout, how do I get the money to start paying people across the world? Because the people that have been calling on this program, I mean, they are coming from different areas. Some of them are coming from Europe, America. I mean, everywhere. We have received phone calls from almost, around the globe. So, I mean, those people, how can I pay them? How can I pay them? Why can't you just accept the fact that people are expressing themselves? Why can't you accept that fact, that aspect? I think it is demeaning and disrespectful to start accusing people that they are paid to call on this program. When I open phone calls, I don't actually choose. I just pick calls one after the other. If this one ends, I pick the one that is waiting. That's all. That's all I do. I don't choose. I just when somebody finishes, I immediately pick another call. That's all I do. So there is nothing like there's selection or whatever. No, there's nothing. I don't select. I just pick the calls as they come. And some people, of course, you try to call and you don't get through. Please, you just keep trying. I pick phone calls immediately after the one who is contributing hangs up. I pick another call. Whichever call is showing, that is the call I pick. So there is nothing like I try to manipulate the phone calls. No, I don't. I encourage you. I encourage both those who are supporting the government as well as those who feel that this government is not doing well. I encourage you to call in. I also encourage those people, those of you who we discuss here. If I mention your name and you want to clarify, you want to make a clarification, please call in. Call in. It doesn't matter. I'll give you the time, especially if I've discussed you. I'll give you the time to to express yourself. I want to show that democracy is possible, and this is what is supposed to be happening in a democracy. People must be able to express themselves. Young people at the moment, you are expecting, a lot of young people are expecting the list of those who are supposed, the recruits. Please, I've been talking about it, and I want to encourage you that on this program, call and tell the minister of defense, tell President Hakainde Hichilema that you are waiting for that list. Let them hear you. Tell them the anguish that you are going through by the fact that they have not released that list. Tell them. I mean, there are many issues that you want to talk about. Please phone in and talk about those problems. They are listening. They are following this program like nobody's business. I think I say it with humility that if there is a program on social media that is highly followed, it's this program. So you are rest assured that when you come on this program and express yourself, they will hear you. They will hear you. This program is highly followed. Even Hakainde Hichilema follows this program. He follows, especially today. He wants to listen what we are saying. So please come here and address Hakainde Hichilema. So don't be discouraged by those people who are trying to say, no, we are manipulating phone calls. We are not manipulating phone calls. But before I go on to the main issues, allow me to congratulate the people of Luanshya, the people of Umbala. We saw what happened when President Hakainde Hichilema visited your areas. I think, we shouldn't be flattering, our politicians. We should give them, the real treatment of how we feel. Don't get excited when you hear those sirens and the long convoys, presidential motorcade. Don't be excited. Instead, express yourself. And this is what the people of Umbala did. I know some of you may not have seen the video. I posted it on this page. You can see what happened to the president when he went to Umbala. People expressed themselves. He wanted to talk, he wanted to cheat them, and they refused. They told him, we want jobs, we want money. Cadres, of course, here and there were trying to, counter that voice, but still the voices were loud. I am happy with you people in Umbala. I'm happy with you people in Luanshya. In Luanshya, I'm happy. Copper Belt, Kitwe, whatever, you didn't do very well. You need to start telling President Hakainde Hichilema, whenever you see him, it's an opportunity for you to tell him that you want him to fulfill on the promises. Tell President Hakainde Hichilema, you want that bag of millimil at 50 kwacha. Tell President Hakainde Hichilema, you want that fertilizer at 250 kwacha. You want Hakainde Hichilema to give you jobs. You want Hakainde Hichilema to give you that bursary. At the moment, only a few are getting that bursary. President Hakainde Hichilema said, all of you are going to get it. So when you see him, whenever you have an opportunity, tell him what you want. Express your frustrations. Don't be cheated. Don't get excited because you have seen a motorcade. Don't get excited by that. Express yourself. It is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong in expressing yourself. There is nothing wrong. It is not a crime, so don't be cheated. Let him hear. The people of Mbala did it. If you haven't seen that video, please go and search. Go and search on this page. You will see that video of people in Mbala refusing to be cheated. We can't allow President Hakainde Hichilema to be cheating us. He goes there, he cheats, he goes there. He should realize that we are not stupid. We are not fools who can be cheated and then, as if nothing has happened. No. He needs to know. He needs to know. He promised us that he's going to sell fuel. He says at most it will be 12 kwacha. At most. Meaning the most expensive, the highest it will go is 12 kwacha. Otherwise it should be 10 kwacha. Now, where is fuel? So please, people, tell him these things, it's not me manufacturing them. He said it. He promised the Zambian people that he was going to reduce fuel. Fuel was at 15 kwacha. He said, no. These guys are stealing. The middlemen, there is corruption. Now fuel is almost 30 kwacha. We can't have it like that. Look at electricity. Look at the connection fees. So many things have gone wrong. We can't afford, to miss an opportunity to tell President Hakainde Hichilema to say, we are not happy with your leadership. We can't afford to lose that opportunity. Whenever you have an opportunity, tell him. Of course, if you are happy, say it, shout, cheer when you see him. But those of you who are not happy with the way he's leading this country, please come out and speak. So I am very happy with the people of Mbala, the way they behave themselves, and Luansha. I hope we will see more of that, including Southern Province, because even in Southern Province, you are also suffering. By the fact that Southern Province is the stronghold for UPND, it doesn't mean that hunger is sparing you. No, you are also suffering. You're also suffering. Yes, the dollar is 21 kwacha today. Imagine, the dollar is 21 kwacha today. Inflation is also going up. They were trying to fool us. How did that happen? How did that happen? How did the viewership drop from 200 to 17? They have clamped the page. That's what it is. They have clamped the page, but that doesn't matter. We will talk, and I'm sure people will come in to express themselves. Now, going to the main issue for tonight. The issue for tonight, I want you to listen very carefully. Tonight, I feel that the international community, the so-called cooperating partners, the cooperating partners are helping President Hakainde Hichilema and his government to destroy our democratic systems. They are helping President Hakainde Hichilema to destroy our democratic systems. What do I mean? Look, our democracy is built on a foundation that, there must be checks and balances. And these checks and balances are done through the government systems, where you have the judiciary, you have the executive, you have the legislature, and you have, of course, the media. Now, unfortunately, in terms of offering checks and balances, there are certain offices which are really sacred, like the office of the DPP, the office of the Auditor General, which is why their security of tenure is protected by the Constitution. Their security of tenure is protected by the Constitution. Now, what we are having is that this government is not respecting the Constitution. They are removing people willy-nilly. Those that they don't want, they are doing everything possible to remove them. In this case, You remember, first of all, they removed the DPP. They didn't want Lilian Tsiuni. They forced Lilian Tsiuni out of the office, which is very bad. You know, it doesn't matter. A DPP is not supposed to be a cadre. No, a DPP is supposed to be independent. If anything, if he's actually independent, away from the government, it even works out better. Now, they forced Lilian Tsiuni out, and they brought in Gilbert Phiri. Gilbert Phiri is one person that I know, and I know he's principled. And so far, I think I am happy with the way he's handling things. So I'm not complaining really with the coming in of Gilbert Phiri. However, I must say that I was not happy with the way they wanted out Lilian Tsiuni. That was not right. The same thing which happened to Lilian Tsiuni, it is now happening to the DPP or to the Auditor General. The Auditor General is in the middle of preparing a report on how President Hakainde Hichilema and his government have been, messing around with our money. There is so much corruption that is going to be revealed from the Auditor General's report. But President Hakainde Hichilema doesn't want that to come out. So President Hakainde Hichilema, together with his people around, they are manipulating the system to remove the Auditor General. They are removing the Auditor General. These scandals that you have been hearing to say, no, the DPP has been arrested, a number of people at the Ministry of Finance have been arrested, it is nothing but a ploy to remove the DPP or the Auditor General. It is nothing. It is nothing at all. And it is unfortunate that an organization such as the Transparency International Zambia, TIZ, has been recruited to be part of this ploy. TIZ has been recruited. They have been recruited. And I can actually mention the names of the people that are getting money from State House. I can mention the names of the people that are getting money from State House to hold out the Auditor General. There is no case whatsoever on the Auditor General. There is no case. If really, you apply logic and objectivity. Look, the cases that they are accusing the Auditor General, they have got nothing to do with his work as an auditor. No, nothing. They have got nothing to do with his work as an auditor or his work as a chief government accountant. Nothing. They are accusing him that he got allowances which he's not supposed to get. That's what they're accusing him, together with many others. But it is not all of them actually, selected few. There are people that have been selected, others have been left out. But a few people, there are those that they don't want, especially those who are coming from this region. If you look at the people, if you look at the names of the people that have been removed, it's those who are coming from this region. And this is where regionalism is coming in. Because clearly from that list, a number of people, if not 98%, they are coming from this region. And all those who are coming from the Zambezi region, they are not there. They haven't been arrested, they haven't been fired, they are still there. And look, we are talking about allowances. Allowances pertaining to the parliamentary committee. Parliamentary committee PAC. That is where these allowances are coming from. But these allowances, to start with, they are authorized by Parliament. They are authorized by Parliament that each time a member from an official from Ministry of Finance, Ministry of the Auditor General, or from the Office of the Auditor General, each time they attend or they do anything relating to PAC, they are supposed to be paid. It is authorized. And even before you get paid, Parliament authorizes first. Parliament authorizes, then it goes to the Ministry of Finance. And there again, it is authorized. So, it is not that there are allowances which are illegal. No, these are allowances which are approved by Parliament. And I'm hoping that the international communities kuma embassy and whatever. I'm drawing your attention here because you contribute part of your taxpayers' money, and the only way you can account, the only way you can hold our government accountable is through the Auditor General. But the Auditor General is being attacked, is under attack at the moment. So I'm trying to explain these allowances on which they have arrested the Auditor General and others. And the first thing is the legality. Are these allowances legal? Yes, they are legal. They are legal, approved by Parliament. That is number one. Number two, for you to be paid, Parliament must approve, and the Ministry of Finance also must approve before you get paid. Okay, that is number two. Then number three, we can ask what job do these people do for them to be paid those allowances? So, what basically happens is that Ministry of Finance and the Auditor General, they are actually permanent witnesses. Meaning each time PAC is sitting, Ministry of Finance and the Auditor General, they must be present. There must be officials present. So those people who sit in there, they must be present. And they must be paid those allowances. That is number one. So attending of those meetings. But before that, they prepare, I don't know what I may call it, but they prepare the documents which they bring to Parliament for Parliament to go through and quiz whoever is coming before them. So it is the Auditor General and Ministry of Finance. They prepare what the members of Parliament are going to ask on. Because when you go to Parliament, you already find a report there, and they ask you questions based on those reports. Who prepares that report? That report is prepared by Ministry of Finance and the Auditor General's office. Now, so when they are preparing that report, they are paid. And some of them, like we are talking, some of them right now are actually sitting preparing that document for Parliament. I don't know if I can call it whatever. Anyway, but whatever the report, I don't know what they call it, but whatever that report, they are preparing. So as they are sitting here, Parliament, yes, is not sitting right now. MPs are enjoying themselves. Some of them are drinking, and whatever. But for some of those government officials are busy on their computers preparing a report for PAC when they sit. So it is not only when they are sitting there, but also when they are preparing whatever documentation that they have to prepare for Parliament, they are supposed to be paid. There is another, the other aspect is that when Parliament sits, afterwards, there are like minutes which are prepared. And these people, the one who is sitting there, he goes out or she goes out and prepare those minutes. When he's doing that, he's also supposed to be paid for it. He's also supposed to be paid for it. And whoever is sitting in that meeting, when he goes to the office, they also have meetings to discuss what came out at Parliament. So basically, they have to work on documentation before they go to Parliament. They get paid, and they get paid for that. Then they get paid for sitting in there. Then they get paid for preparing whatever documents afterwards. They also get paid for, the meetings that they have. So, and these allowances must be approved. It is not just a matter of saying, oh, I am the Auditor General, can you pay me so much? No. It is a schedule that is prepared where a number of people are included. Those who would have done whatever they would have done, they are included. And the permanent secretary also approves. And finally, the secretary to the treasury is the final authority. He also approves. Now, imagine with what I've explained, how is it possible that those people who are getting these allowances would be accused of obtaining money by false pretense from government? How? Because, mind you, before you get paid in government, there is a system, there is IFMIS. So before you get paid, necessary documentations, approved documentations must pass through that. And not just the approval, no, there is also allocation. And whoever is allocating money, they don't just allocate money anyhow. Because they want to pay Chilufatayali, oh, here is money, pay. No. There is a tight budget which is followed and money is allocated. So surely, it bogs my mind to see these people firing innocent people on allowances. And a credible organization such as Transparency International standing on the pedestal saying the Auditor General must resign. How can TIZ start an agenda saying that the Auditor General must resign? Where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? From these allowances? The Transparency International, Zambia, has been compromised heavily. And they are the ones who have been put in front to run this agenda to hunt out the Auditor General. Because if you look at it, the Auditor General is not even the one that signs. He's not even the one that approves. He just got paid. He just got paid. He's not the one that was signing. And the person that was signing, who is Mukuli, Chikuba Mukuli, the PS, has not been arrested. Because if there is a criminality, how can those people who received the allowances be the one to be arrested and the one who was part of the authorization is left out? But Fredson Yamba, who was the Secretary to the Treasury, has been arrested. But Chikuba Mukuli has not been arrested. Why? Because Chikuba Mukuli, as you know, is coming from a certain region. We have other people who are linked. There are a number of them. Bridget, Sundamo, a number of them who have been left out. And yet they receive the same money. Why have you left those others? Why have you just picked these people from a certain region? Why? And the Auditor General, why? Why have you left out these others? TIZ, you released a statement saying some people have started paying back. Who are those? We want to know. If they are criminals like these others, we want to know who they are. Why not include them on your list to say so and so got the money but is paying back, so and so got the money and is paying back? I'm challenging the SEC to release the names of those who have voluntarily accepted that yes, we stole and we are paying back the money. We want to know who they are. This is public money. If indeed they are there, can the SEC release the names of those people? Can we see that? Can we see that? Because, I mean, how do you expose these others? And these others, you hide them. Why are you hiding them? We want to know, who are these people? Who are these people who have voluntarily said we are going to pay back? Who are those? We want to know. We want to know. Or you are hiding to say there are these people and yet there are no people at all. There are no people who are paying back. I don't believe they are there. I don't believe they are there. You have just left them. Why you put that sentence is to cover up for those that you know that they were part of the schedule, but you have not arrested them. So to cover yourselves up, you put up a sentence to say others are paying back. So that when we think of Madame Sundamo, we say Madame Sundano, we say no, she's paying back. When we think of Bridget, we say no, when we think of Kawana, we say no. It doesn't work out like that. You can't fool us. You can't fool us. We know the game that you are playing, and you are destroying the system of our governance. You are destroying it. And the international community are quiet. This is the Auditor General's report. This is the Auditor General's office. Wherever you go in the world, the Auditor General's office is held sacred, sacrosanct. Is held, you know, in such whatever high esteem. But here we are turning out the Auditor General like Ekaponya, and the Auditor General, I mean, he didn't even participate. Yes, he got the money. I saw that those entries which you picked from his bank account. You have picked all the entries from his bank account and totaled that money to say 1 million chakuti in 4 years. In 4 years, 1 million, a person that is receiving allowances up to 3,000 kwacha, surely can't he make that in a year? In 4 years? Surely it is possible. It is possible. But all this doesn't matter to you. What matters is that you want that man to go. You want to put in somebody that you prefer, somebody who is a cadre, somebody who is from a certain region. That's what you want. That's what you want. But this is destroying our governance system. And the international communities, if really you are objective, as you used to, to pause when Edgar Lungu was in power, you should have been talking about this. You should have been talking about this. And you, Transparent International, how come you come in and you are being prejudiced? You are being prejudiced to the Auditor General and saying he should resign. Why are you saying he should resign before he's convicted? At least the least that you can say is that, let him, go on leave, than to say he should resign. And even when you're talking about these allowances, they've got nothing to do with his office. Nothing to do with his office as Auditor General. These allowances are at the Ministry of Finance, approved by Mukuli, approved by other people, not him. Not him. But why are you putting him in front? Like he's the #1 criminal. Why? And why is you TIZ? Nelson Tamwakwata. Tamwakwata Nelson Imova TIZ. Tamwakwata Nelson. And I know the people that are receiving money over this. I know. I'm just sparing you. To avoid some unnecessary litigations. But you know yourselves. You are busy talking. Shameless men you are. Shameless men you are. You hide in fighting corruption, but you are corrupt yourselves. You are corrupt. I'm really disappointed with you. I'm really disappointed with you that such an organization as TIZ, you can be recruited by State House to help State House do injustice, scandalize people. You, in Transparency International, please, not yet. You are really a disgrace, Transparency International. Transparency International has never been at its low. It is at its lowest now. I'm telling you, I miss the time of Goodwill Lungu. Not this Transparency International that you have. Come on, you guys, you are just cadres. Hungry, vouchers, that's what you are, I'm telling you. That's what you are, you're just vouchers with no credibility. With no credibility whatsoever. You are even making headlines. Mwalibola inside. You are really rotten. You are rotten. You can't stoop so low to be recruited by State House. And you are championing this by TIZ. Now mashina. Especially you too. You are the one. It's very bad. I'm very, very upset with you. I'm very upset. And I know, I'm not talking from without. I know what I'm talking about. TIZ na mgendalama. You have been hired to help hold out the Auditor General. Because even whenever TIZ, if I ask you, when somebody gets allowances which are not due to him, how do you handle it? Do you go to police? TIZ, you get it my allowances, If you discover somebody got allowances, what do you do? In any organization for that matter, what happens when somebody gets allowances and it turns out to say, no, those allowances he was not entitled to? What happens? What happens? Do you go to police? Do you report people to police? Don't you recover them administratively? Don't you cut from their salaries? Eh? Hey, he should resign. Shameless. Anyway, I'm very disappointed with you. I'm really disappointed with you. I'm telling you. You can't be like that. You just can't be what I said. You can't be. You are shameless idiots. I'm telling you. You are shameless idiots. For this TIZ, I tell you, you are. I'm very disappointed with you. Very disappointed. It is you who have been hired to hand out the Auditor General. It has got nothing to do with his office. It's not that he compromised his audit. He didn't compromise his audit. This money we are talking about is money that he got some time back from the Ministry of Finance and my allowances. And you start saying, obtaining money by false pretense. How? How? Obtaining money by false pretense. Are you telling me 60 people would sit at, let's get money. Eh? Let's defraud the government. Do you think people can do that? Are these people that that are in that office, the Auditor General and the Minister of Finance, do you think they are that foolish that they will sit in hundreds of them to say, yes, let's defraud, naturiepo. Can they be that foolish? Which government, they may be corrupt, but surely you can't bundle people, 60 people, and accuse them that, they got these allowances, they defrauded the government, the Zambian government. How? Can they be that foolish, honestly? And these are educated people. These are people, PSs, PS level. That controlling Shanshani, auditor, internal audit controller, whatever. These are educated people. These are the cream of our civil service. Can they be that stupid to go and sit? Let's defraud. And the TIZ, you are in front. You are idiots. I'm sorry. You are idiots. Really. You are idiots. I'm telling you, you are idiots. You can't. What are you taking us for? You are destroying this country, you people. Just because of love of money. Love of money. I know you. Uliowatch mamu headline nadi nini shiba. Uliowatch landa lelo. Now uliowulanda po. This one, they actually brought in this other voice. But there is that other one who has been very much talking about this. You are a fool. You are a fool. How can you recover? How can you say allowances are stolen? How can you say allowances are stolen? Defrauding the government, obtaining money by false pretense. You take it to court. This is my challenge. I'm challenging you. Let this case go to court. Let this case go to court, and I want to see you prosecute this case. I want you to go and prosecute this case. Because even if, whatever the case, let's go to the powers of the secretary to the treasury. The secretary to the treasury has powers to pay anyone. He's the only one who has powers to pay government money. Whichever way he feels it's okay. The law is there. The secretary to the treasury has powers to pay. Not even the president can wake up and say, Peter is contributing to whatever. The president can't do that. But the secretary to the treasury has got those powers. So the moment he just signs, that's it. So are you going to say, no, why did you sign here? He has powers. He has powers. Are you going to take away his powers, which the Constitution has given him? Are you going to take it out? He has powers to pay. So you can argue whatever you want, even if they were not legal. The Secretary to the Treasury has powers even to pay me panopenendi. Panopenendi, where I am, I'm talking. If if the Secretary to the Treasury, if he feels that I'm doing good, he can actually authorize to say, pay tayari 1,000 kwacha. He can actually authorize that. And that's it. That's it. So, I mean, it is very stupid of you. Very, very stupid. But this is how desperate you are. This is how desperate you are. When you are desperate, you don't care. You just do whatever you want to do for you to achieve what you want to achieve. In this case, you just want to hand out the Auditor General. You don't care how you do it, whether it is making sense. You just don't care. You just do it. I'm telling you, you are so naive. You are really naive. Let's take this case to court and let's see those people, if they are going to be convicted. I can bet you, unless it's Hakainde Hichilema who is going to turn out to be a judge, but a reasonable judge, there is no way he's going to convict them, because which law are you going to court? Which law are you going to court to say, you received these allowances? This is the law that you broke. Because, I mean, he will be telling you, did I ask for that money? No. Did I get the money from the government treasury into my account? No. Who put the money? It is other people. They are the ones who put the money. And I found it, that it has come from my workplace. And I work for the government. So what crime did I get? A person who works for the government, he receives money from the government. Can you say he's a criminal? How? Money which he has not even authorized for himself. How? And the people who have authorized, they have got powers according to the Constitution. How? These are stupid cases. Very stupid cases. You can't bring this case before a reasonable judge. A reasonable judge, and somebody be convicted. But look at Hakainde Hichilema. He's even very quick to fire them, because he wants them gone. He's serving his agenda. And even the Auditor General is going. I know they are going to remove him. But what about us, we the Zambians? What are we going to do? Are we going to allow people to be raping our constitution just like that? To be abusing the government just like that? These are some of the things that we should be speaking against. And you, the international community, if indeed you mean well for this country, these are some of the issues that you should be talking about. You, the civil society, these are some of the things that you should be talking about, not these compromised TIZ, Vakabwalala. Not these, not those. Those are just corrupt people. Forget about them. But people who mean well for this country, they should be able to speak about this. Allowances, even if they were not entitled, they are handled administratively. You don't take people to court. You don't take people to Anti-Corruption Commission when they didn't even participate in authorizing the money. It is such a shame. I wanted to talk about the mines, but I will talk about the mines tomorrow, together with the rot which is happening at the Ministry of Education. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the Ministry of Education and some of the illegal mining currently going on, especially in Southern Province. Whatever, this side, people are being arrested. People are rotting muma cells. But people right now are digging lithium in Southern Province. Officials are there. Perekero right now. Perekero, where are you? Perekero, where are you? UPND official, where are you? They are there in Southern Province. I'm going to talk about them tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll talk about them. I'm going to talk about these mines that they are sharing. And I'm going to expose the corruption, the tribalism, and the ineptness that is going on at the Ministry of Education. Some of you are expecting to be employed. Some of you have been have been placed, you have not been put on payroll. I'll be talking about that. The main issue tomorrow will be Ministry of Education. And of course, I'll talk about the mining. Then tomorrow is Wednesday. I'll talk about that. On Thursday, I'm talking about this useless at Zambia is co-hosting a democratic summit. Zambia is co-hosting democratic summit with the Costa Rica, which other one? South Korea, which is another country there? Which is another country? I mean, very, very funny country. What interest do we have? What common issues do we have with North Korea, with Costa Rica? What do we have? What do we have in common? How come this country are selected? How come this Kamala Harris is coming here? What's going on? I'll be talking about that, not tomorrow, but I'll talk about it on Thursday. So that is the lineup. Of course, if other issues come up, I'll be able to pick them up. But for now, let me open the phone lines so that you can call in and you can express yourself. You can start calling now. The number that you're calling on WhatsApp, please. Call on WhatsApp. The number that you're calling is +260 763 302207. That's the number that you're calling on WhatsApp, and you express yourself. Please be brief so that I can take as many phone calls as possible. I'm giving you maximum 2 minutes, But if you can do it in 1 minute, even better. So please be brief and so that I can take many. That is my first call. Hello?
Hi.
Yes, indeed.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Tari. How are you? How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
I'm good. I'm Dr. Harawa. Right.
Dr. Harawa?
Yes, from there.
Oh, okay. Please go ahead.
So I just we say, I've been listening to you very carefully. I just wanted to make a contribution over the allowances. I think in Zambia, in Zambia, the problem that we have is we want to get allowances for our job. For you doing your job, you want to be paid, and then you want your salary again at the end of the month.
Okay.
I struggle with that because yes, allowances has to be there. But for example, if let's say you're gonna spend a night somewhere, then they have to pay you expenses. But in government, we have got this system like the government has so much money that they can just give to anyone just like that. When are we gonna get out of poverty? Because how can you be receiving allowances for doing your job? For preparing a report, you're expecting to be paid allowances. I think I find that very bizarre because
Dr. Harawa.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you for your contribution, and I agree with you. But do you think, even if people are paid those allowances, which you believe that these allowances shouldn't be there, do you think they should be turned out in a criminal matter, like the way it has happened here?
Yeah, I heard you. I think you mentioned something like if you receive money from the government and that means you work for the government, you receive the money. Is that a criminal offense? Okay, I'll say this: it is a criminal offense to receive money, okay, where you don't know why you're being paid that money and you sit on it. It's a criminal offense. You need to actually inform where the money is coming from. You tell them, I've received this money. They have to justify why they paid you that. By receiving, let's say if I find 1 million account, I can't just sit on it because it will become a fraud. Because the problem is that money could have wired to me by mistake. If I sit on it, I'm committing a crime. I have seen people that have gone to jail for doing that. So
I hear you.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
I hear
and
you.
Also,
Thank
you mentioned something. And I also, sorry, just 1 minute. Unless you said something about, I think you were talking about, they should go to court. I think the people should go to court. Those people have been fired. Let them prove that they were innocently fired. I mean,
no, they have been arrested.
I think it's.
They have been arrested, and I'm saying, since they have been arrested, let them take them to court.
Yeah, you're right. But also, I think it's good for us to support where, support is due, because the government, people work for the government, have been sitting, doing nothing, and have been getting so much money, while we young people keep on getting poorer and poorer and poorer. This cannot go on. You cannot get paid allowances for preparing a report for the government. That's your job. That's what you're employed for.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I really appreciate coming from. And you can tell us where you are calling from so that they don't say I bought you.
No, I'm calling from London.
Yeah, and the number confirms that. That's why I said you are calling from London. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
How are you, my brother?
I'm okay, thank you.
I'm all right. First of all, I just want to recommend you with the job which you are doing. And it's helping everyone. And we appreciate you.
Thank you.
I just want to talk about Awisilonjezo. Awisilonjezo akangiwa. The only thing Awisilonjezo amenafunga kuchita is to resign. We go for fresh elections.
And I'm sure when you say Awisilonjezo, you are talking about President Hakainde Hichilema, isn't it? That he should resign, isn't it?
Yes, for sure.
Be courageous, my brother. There is no crime in that. You are the one who elected him.
Yes. Yes. That's why I'm saying that Awisilonjezo akangiwa. Awisilonjezo vamenafunika kuchita is just to resign. We go for fresh elections. Because what it Ireland Howie, you can even look at a lot of crimes which he has committed just recently. When Sata used to say that, he's under 5 politician, he was saying the truth. Because what he's doing is parallel from governance. Because there is no way you can be ruling the country like that. Because, the issue of tribalism is a big one. It's a big one. And the people think that, no, this is nothing. To tell you the truth, when you point to people who are your relatives, people who are your friends, what usually happens is like that. Because these other tribes, they've been fought so that they should leave those places. Then they come because they are in line with him. So that's not the way we govern the country.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. 2 minutes is up. Can I pick another call, please?
Please do that, please.
Thank
you very much.
Hello?
Wachirusha mwabombe.
Mkwama wombe na mama. Nimayo nangu ni tata.
Mko. Ala nilega Tindo Nicholas.
Okay, mkwaiwa Nicholas.
Mkwai. Inendeta shomuli muntu muchita watayaria. Mkwai, umulimo muchita shkuruwaria lesale mupala kamile ndundile kwenshku.
Natotela.
Mkwai, ichaku walira po shkuruwaria ndelanda pamulandu mwe mishoyu nitire mutire mukalanda po pa Thursday. Lero chakukonko oluliro limo naye chikonko oluliro. Wale munabale chita demonstrate pali lyadde nga bale chitentu wanitane eka protest kabo kalya kabo fifu kwachete balepo kapyabo balefo ayokutira ati feba shitata tombo kupana na ba shitata bane sona bana mayo bale upana na bana mayo banabo icyo batari na kuchikana muri kino cyaro cyese cya Zambia. Then mubukandile ubobo bakwete no kulapisa bisa watina kalimo bakilini batali tatwatumba muri kino cyaro twali umfo kulwa kulero bale ishanya yo ababatonga bali isa kuno tatfule tule pita mumbali abalozu kuna bota bale ebekata ya first tafire moneka buno ekirekwirwa ati kuri tribalism nekyakashitaka kyepa batali pantunga tuwamba okulandako tulalanda ukuso obupukweko obutu kubaleeyi babale twibire ekyuma kyesu kyakutira ti batali ife fonsonati kitashani natukemwa aba bantu anitane baekireki tulerandira ffe okutiira ti nabeeshi basonse efire ekitika nabo bantu ebale batuma okutwibira ekyuma kyesitakyalo batali mwakimpera tumi napita
Natotera. Natotera. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Muripwani bosses.
Bueno, zikomo.
Vashi promise, vakanzwa vashi promise. Because muripe coronavirus, at least muri vari kuzoziita kuandasani muzi coronavirus napina kupina ngaya muri veve muripe response veve nikupromisa che vangopromisa che vachipromisa vafe.
Zikomo. Yes, please. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please. Hey, it's nice to hear a female voice. Please go ahead.
Lava tayari nechisungu tetinda ndo mlandu wansala. Tichufika la chukushia. Tu Pharaoh akantu yunga tu I am Bible ni Pharaoh.
Te Moses yo.
Ngani mpichi ngani shani.
Hello? That line has cut. Hello?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, this is Mkosa, Comrade Mkosa, calling you from the diaspora.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, because we have been hearing people saying diaspora when they are our neighbors. Comrade, I just want to comment on the issue of the Auditor General that you have talked about today. I just want to ask you one or two questions.
Okay.
If you are employed, you are head of an institution, then you know that your allowances is 5 kwacha. Then the people that are paying you pay more by mistake. They pay you 20,000 kwacha or 6 kwacha instead of 5 kwacha. What did you do?
I would declare.
You need to ask, why have you given me this money?
I'm telling you, I would declare.
Yes. So that was what the Auditor General, the way you have explained it, that is what happened really.
No, that's not what happened.
For him to find out why he got money, so much money which was not entitled.
Let me take opportunity to make that clarification whilst you're on the line. I'll still give you your extra minute. In relation to these people, it is not as simple as, he's supposed to receive 5 kwacha and then he goes to the bank, he finds 10 kwacha. No, it is because it is accumulated. So they do so many things, and those allowances are calculated by other people who, at the end of the day, deposit the money in their accounts. So the Auditor General and others, it is not like the small monies that we are talking about. No. It is money today, 2,000, today 2,000, today the other 3,000 here, whatever. Then at the end of the day, it is lumped together and it is deposited in their accounts. So it is not that easy that they were counting to say, today I've searched for Parliament, 3,000, or tomorrow, 6,000, or whatever. No, it is not like that. So let us understand that. There is that clarifications need to be made.
I don't understand when you say an accountant like the Auditor General can't know to say, because today napanga allowances ya 1,000 Mairo, he can't be recording I don't understand. Okay.
If you want to
Let me
trivialize it
finish
like
on
that,
this.
if you want to be petty like that, you are entitled to that opinion. But certainly, reasonableness you would not expect that these people would be moving with pens today 2,000 or tomorrow 3,000 and they add. I don't think so.
All right. The other issue, comrade, I think it is not helping the country if we start talking about dividing this country. Because what I have been following so far, more especially starting from last week, it is like you people that are somehow supporting PF, you have come back with the same issue of tribalism and regionalism, which the people of Zambia reject. Is one of the reasons why they rejected you, the PF, in 2021 elections. Why don't you just debate issues the way they are, than bringing issue of things that we don't have control? Because no one chose, even you, Tayari, you didn't choose to be born from Northern. Even me, I did chose to be born from Central. Okay? But the fact of the matter is that no one applied to be born in a certain tribe.
My
But
brother,
why do we?
my brother, I like
Yes.
giving you time, and I thank you that you call every day, and I like to give you time because you help me to balance up the program. The point is that we are not targeting you for the tribe that you are. What we are talking about is whereby more people are being appointed, are being given positions who are coming from one region. That's what we are talking about. We don't have a problem with you being Tonga, being Lozi. We have a problem with those who are appointing to be appointing more people from one region. That is our problem.
I don't see such things happening, because
For us we see it, my brother. For us we see it. For us we see it. Hello?
Hello, Bapera.
Yes, sir.
Mwabo mbashani.
Bwino fe mkwena mwabo mbashani.
Wino lena dikumbo.
Emkwa.
Okay, na tafu okuranda ndera ndafe muchivemba. Na nimi konka wino sana fe mulera the point that I'm getting out of what you're saying actually. Pali issue ya allowances yakwa secretary to the treasury. Na chuko mulera that no, is the only person mandated to give out things to anyone, money to anyone.
The secretary to the treasury, not auditor. Sorry, not what? The auditor general, but the secretary to the treasury.
Secretary to the treasury. Is it not so? Yeah. So even if he's mandated to pay, he must pay things. He must pay money legally. We don't abuse our authority because we are mandated to give out. I'm an accountant, then I'm not because I must do the account things in my office. I can do things anyhow. No. I must do things according to the law. Umuntu tabombere nchitotere ku meeting, for example, namu kumchare me hours. It doesn't work like that. Okay, that was just what I wanted to contribute, actually.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Chilabumbu.
Okay.
Yeah, my comment is simple and straightforward. I don't know if our teachers were cheating us or telling us lies at the time we were at school. I mean, during our junior secondary school. Because in line with what we are seeing today, it's not what we were taught. We are seeing situations where decisions, instead of being made in parliament, they are made outside parliament. Even those the issues that you addressed on your discussion for tonight,
those issues were supposed to be debated in Parliament. Unlike he just coming up with a list to say fire these people without any trial, without any evidence, yet some are being left out. What I'm seeing in this government, sir, the best they can do, instead of paying these the ministers and the MPs, the taxpayers' money, let's let them just do away with Parliament, because it's not serving any purpose. Because to me, what I'm seeing, Parliament is now there to things that are agreeable to them. Things that are not agreeable to them are not taken to Parliament. Now, I'm wondering why these people are always sitting in that Parliament debating of irrelevant issues. So the best they can do is just to file. We do all with Parliament. We are tired of this. The Parliament that we have today is not serving the purpose as to why it's supposed to be there. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Tayari mwachoma bwanji kapenda masebenza bwanji.
Bwino kai mwasebenza bwanji.
So, I want to just talk about two things. Sorry.
Yes.
The one issue that I want to talk about just happened a week, which the president issued a statement to say no, what our former president Edgar Lungu is doing. I want to talk about is tribalism.
The line is bad. Sorry. I was not hearing properly. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Tayari, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that actually I'm one of the people that voted for UPND. And I want to remind you of one thing, what made me to vote for UPND.
Okay.
It's not that I saw that this UPND will come and change things. Because I remember if you follow the interviews, even KBF talked about that. If you follow the interviews of HH, there is one time he was asked about Costa Mwanza. Costa Mwanza asked him a question to say, if you are voted into power, tell us, how are you going to change this economy? The answer was, mwacho wandikosta tatu wakaneshita makondo mwayavona. So if you get that answer from a person who is aspiring becoming a president, meaning it doesn't have a roadmap, okay? So one thing that you have to be sure of, Tayari, is that the UPND has been in opposition for 20 years. And these people, they are the funders. It is now the time for them to reap. So, brother, will keep on crying. It is me. I voted for UPND because I was frustrated by the behavior of PF. I'm from Ruapula. This kind of stories were PF to alafilira musenga. Otherwise, just get 10 consecutive interviews of HH. You understand that I did a program with $1, not even one. I can rest assured, there is no program that the president is having. So thank you so much for this to me. Otherwise, we keep on complaining. It is the time for this. The vendetta is coming back. Whether you want or you don't want, is coming back. Because those were the sponsors of the election. And you politician, Tayari, you know how you create my stories so that certain things that were happening on the PF actually were created by the UPND.
Sure.
If you don't understand politics.
Thank you, my brother.
So please, all right.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Watayari.
Mkwae.
Mwabombeni Mkwae.
Mkwae Mwabombeni.
Mkwae. We appreciate the program. I just want to contribute one or two things.
Yes.
I'm calling you from Kawe. First of all, quickly, I want to say something about what the doctor from UK say about allowances. Allowances, those people receive.
Yeah, the network.
Hello.
Hello.
What is that if the system is allowed for that particular. Okay,
the network is bad. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Yes, sir. Buna femkwae.
Awe batali file umfuika. The only thing in the Fokulanda Pope, in the diaspora, as I told you earlier on, last time, in the broadcast, Ladimona, we watched like the Padu Mukosa. Mukosa, you have a program to Tampa Fioruzero, Umushiku, Akasuva, Kakinga Tuya Quisa Mukosa. And I know if I had PF, maybe Valentari Coco Batakola diaspora. Whatever the number, if we have diaspora, don't you Aishua? Mukosa. Mukosa that you didn't Jibunadi, to the diaspora, to now for the Tamba. What did you never
Navalanga Kukumono? Yeah,
wherever the number of diaspora, where Mukosa, where are you so to tell you? Let me tell you, watch up with Muamba. After Lulu, watch what you know, it's about the diary. Whatever the number of good diaspora, I don't want to overlap, but diaspora to him. Just wait. Thank you very much.
Please, thank you. I need that. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Sure. I'm calling you from Central Province. I've been following your program.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to commend you for the brilliant work that you're doing. And my contribution is on the lawlessness that has been going on in the UPND. You see, this Auditor General, they've locked up until it gets to other people. That's when they'll really understand how bad this is. That is an innocent man. No one should be in jail for collecting allowances. If I could quickly make a reference, I think I remember it could be in the PF era when certain MPs collected money for. I think the parliament was dissolved, but people were still getting paid.
Yes.
I stand to be corrected.
Parliament was supposed to be dissolved, but it was not dissolved. And later on, they came to say, no, that money was not supposed, they were not supposed to get that money,
Yes, exactly. But if you remember very well around that time, I don't remember any MP being arrested over that case. Otherwise, people just started paying back.
Yes.
So I don't see the reason why this case has been very special and this man has ended up being locked up.
Labeled as corrupt. For me, that is the issue. Labeled as corrupt.
Yes. So for me, I think the lawlessness is just too much. And for the government to be quiet about it because they've been listening to all the comments that people have been making. So we are challenging them to address the issue and tell us why this case is special and why this man has been thrown in the cells. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello, the President.
Mkwai.
Hello, Watari.
Mkwai. Triumph.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, boss Mabomba Shani.
Wino from Mkwai.
Hello, boss Mabomba Shani.
Hey, Mkwai.
Hey, Mabomba Wino.
Hey.
My president is calling from Zanimode.
Okay.
My name is Kunda Hobby. My president natutasha sana pali programu yimwa tuletela. Manje ndemona abantu abengi balelanda pama points sana different points, different places calling, and we are talking to the chintu fetch mochine. Point yo tulelanda po apa wenzo twetumina mafoni, chita discuss pali programu intumwaleta. Ipamlando aba president akahinde icheba is failing to run this country. This is the major point, Ilipo. Now, my question is to the Zambian people. Are we going to continue, keep on complaining without to find a solution? Continuously, in a leadership up to 2026. So my question is, President Tayari, is to the Zambians, not only to the Zambian people, even my representative tunatuma mu parliament, buti bankana ma representative batwise. Bushe I process ima nkala ku South Africa yakuti bushe constitution yatu allow impeachment nga president akangiwa kusevenza before that time yakusa kuma voti ukuti uyu muntu tukamufumyepo before that time bushe constitution yesu haisuminisha impeachment ukumufumya pa kuteko before taila time tailafika. This is my question. Ichi chintunga chakwati chinesuminisha mu constitution mumyeswemo chili uno muzambia bali chilika amo. Better to go for the impeachment than waiting for 2026 because everything is starting now. If you don't say every day, file rundwa mutengo. So not what time points are going to. Effort what starts what. Uyu muntu nafu kuteke chalo. Kuni ya effort what expect to kuti. Uyu muntu wala tubombela. So the best way we can do is because we are still keep on complaining, sending messages to Chufyatari, what, talking, without to find the solution. It's not for the Twitch Tapema Zambia no Kulanda. Because President Church is not going to resign himself. So if in the constitution yes will assumisha impeachment, then she will amadi representative base over to Mamu Parliament. If it's Tara now of South Africa, but for never chamber Parliament. But
thank you.
Request because people is complaining.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello? That one dropped. Yes. You see, when it's dark like that, hello? Hello?
Vatayari walisha mkwai.
Bwino femkwai.
Bwino. Ndili musaka munde mpimina.
Okay.
Ichichalo nacho naika. We have all seen there is tribalism. The man has failed even to bring down the minimum to 50 kwacha to laide. Abantu na bafirwa, and I'm very disappointed with that man from UK who was talking about the allowances. Doesn't he know that each and every country they've got allowances for extra job? For example, I miss my lunch for doing government's job. They give me an allowance. He doesn't know that. No, I was very disappointed. And now quotation here and then HA, and then you're just supporting every nonsense that this government is doing. It has failed this country. We are not going to develop like that. Tribalism, we've seen it. Everyone has seen it. Let's not close our eyes and pretend as if everything is okay. No, we are not going to go anywhere. Thank you very much, Mr. Tayari.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Shani Vatayari.
Bwino femkwai.
Aona kwetre konka program yenu imwe.
Natotera.
Program chitwipa ya Muzambia, I think ni dosiri tuamdala. When Siuni was in the program, no one could even rise above board. Even the people we know very well, my constitutional lawyers have, they kept quiet. Now, when the AG has a similar problem, again, these guys, it's like we've put our tails behind now. Now, I'm going to move for the allowance. As it were. But if we're not recall, hello, we know what people, what our friends are doing. They are positioning themselves. So to make sure that all the institutions which are for governance are ruled by their own cadres. So please, let's continue the same. I'm sure the seed you are planting, one day, anytime, it will germinate. People are able now to see and still go at the thing that the end of the in a querying under fairness, up to now I failed to understand why in the last 18 months, though it's not the topic today, in the last 18 months, someone with full instruments of power has thought to disclose who was gassing.
Allah?
Last time was gassed by pastors somewhere in Chingola. What did he do? He started singing a song. Kalumbu Mwane. No, people want to see answers. People want to hear answers. What happened to gassing case? Was it that the people were gassing, they were supporting when he was in prison? And who were the mastermind? The guy has instruments. He knows, he gets those secrets, is that information. I think we have a lot of things that answer the issues. Let me finish, let me give chance to others.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, President.
Good evening.
I'm following up your program, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Which is in line with the governance. And this is a very good program. President, coming to the topic at hand, if you check on pay slips, especially pay slips from government workers,
yes,
down there it is stated that any underpayments or overpayments should be reported. So if you don't report an underpayment or overpayment, it's an offense. And Mr. President, the office of the Auditor General or the Controller, it is a sacrosanct office. It's not supposed to be found in inappropriate behavior. There need to be serious probity. So, having said that, there's an offense in what they did. You discover that, Mr. President, some of these civil servants that we have, in a year we have almost, I think, 365 days. You come up with allowances amounting to almost 500 days. You mean, Mr. President, that's criminal conduct. We salute your initiative, Mr. President, again, for enlightening the masses about what is going on. But again, I just want to implore you that, Mr. President, a good moderator is supposed to be impartial and reflective. If you add these attributes, you'll be a very, very good moderator. Don't show bias. Try to be neutral, Mr. President. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. But just before you go, basically, yes, this is my program where I express my opinion as an opposition political party leader. But I extended to phone calls so that, because what I say is not cast in concrete, you see? So, like you have done, I've given my position, but you have also come in and given your position. And what is important is that we respect each other's opinion. So I respect what you have said, and I appreciate that you call in. So I give my position, but those who have other views are free to come in and give their views. Like you have done. And I really appreciate. Please keep on listening and keep participating.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Good night. Hello? 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 Okay, we dropped that. It didn't go very well. Let's pick that one. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Yes. Good. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. If it is good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
It's actually morning. I'm calling you from the USA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you for this program of governance.
Thank you.
You know, it's high time that Zambians actually woke up to the reality. I call a spade a spade. I don't like beating by the bush. People should understand that UPND coming into power was not necessarily a political party coming into power, but basically a tribe. We are seeing what is happening. That accusations that have been labeled against the Auditor General, we know what they're trying to suppress. We know what is actually what is happening right now. There's so much that is about to come out. HH cannot run away from the truth of the wrongs that are happening right now in their government. They called Lungu a lot of names, you know, when PF was in power, and they made everyone to believe that this PF was an evil party, PF was corrupt and all this, but there was nowhere they would point at to say this is exactly what has happened. As we can see that these cases have not gone anywhere apart from DSA. The next thing, look, they went and had picked a firm that he used to run as a managing director, Grant Thornton. Look at the structure of Grant Thornton, the directors. When you look at all those Tongas, everybody is just like that. And here everyone is praising, they are doing something. When people talk, the press singers come and say, oh, hey, we are just talking, we don't know what we are talking about. The truth is things are really bad. We love our nation. But where we are going right now is terrible. It's really, really terrible. This is not what we thought this man would do. And what they are trying to do right now, they are actually strategizing. They are taking over all the institution of governance to make sure that by the time it will be maybe 2026, we'll have a lot of challenges. Zambians, wake up.
Thank you,
Mr. Tayari.
Thank you very much, sir. So, when you call in, please be as brief as you can. And I'm picking calls one after the other. Nothing like whatever. So just like that. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
No, I've been following your program with keen interest. My contribution is that the arrest of the Auditor General is very, very unfair. When you look at way back from the topic, you look at what has happened.
Yeah, but that one has cut, so I'm gonna pick up. Oh, sorry. Hello? 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 Pick another one. Hello? 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 Pick that one. Hello?
Hello, Mdan.
Hello?
Mwawombeni mukoni.
Bwino fe mwawombeni. Mulikuisa namba ile moneke ya chilendo.
Tuli ku kyalo kya bene.
Kwisoko.
Kuma USA.
Oh, okay. London.
Awe mulagomenji to, although that she agree politically, your approach, I think you're a very smart man. At least you see things for what they are. Hello, I think Amadi does to quit that. As long as they are above 38, they're so 5 years more now, but very baite twarasenda right because kwatina mutusiro abakuru bafuye barebisinga namano but abakuru bose twafata mu Zambia tambaba mano nangu yamba chiteke ikiyakuite mano kura patirura abantu ine njiri murozi nomugenda tukara support ya everything.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. Go ahead. A female voice. I'm delighted.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
We can hear you.
Hello, Mr. Tayali. Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Thank you, Batayali. Twatasha sana mkoayala tuletasha pali program oyo mwaleta. Mkoa inende kwa fyokulanda fe. I'm just concerned about if ofona chumona pa social media. Though balanda social media te fionte wa correct. One of the beneficiaries of Spark Mansa batteries, I was one of the administrators, Kuriba grandmother, then we got the money. No, but it has gone viral to pay a but my suggestion is, instead of with my employees, Mansa batteries, let them just work on the factory, so that the youth wasanga kwench to the nuclear spread false information. Which employees are they targeting? That is my first concern. Then the other concern is that of ama promises as always. Now we are getting used to such promises. Hello, na pali nani in the so-called CDF. If a CDF that we monanapo to reach to apply, we have taken all the necessary things. But tabana ngupimwe kichika po mwaya kuma cancellers bale miwa katika vienyu kumwayo ku bale miwa katika vienyu. Insala ya chilamo batayali insala ya chilamo mwe bantu twalila baheche nga bale unkwa inezi mwana kashinebule tumapano. I think he has a wife. Let the wife advise him, please. Umuntu afirale kwa kubantunga balelanda. And those people balelanda that this program is staged. Chidachwala reflectors. I think that man is useless. Man is one of the useful idiots that we talk about. Because you can't be, this program cannot be staged. So Mansa batteries, let them just open Mansa batteries. At least not the employees. Which employees?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening. How much did I pay you to call in?
Yes, my name is Solamumba.
Okay.
Yes, calling from Osaka.
Okay.
My president, program later is Masana, pray for women.
Not hotel.
What I can just emphasize is that this government, which is new government, you take it away, man. It is just there to make people to suffer more. Because the kind of corruption that we are seeing in this government is too much. But bale sideline, no kontifia kale so that wait for government so. So our president, program one tako. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Now we are behind of you. We will support you until to the end.
Thank you.
Because we see how they are thinking. They want to make sure that they shut up every Zambian so that they pave way to steal our resources and take them to America so that
Thank you
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Tali, may I still want to assure my fellow citizens that let's give these people some chance. I think there's hope. At the end of the tunnel. That's what I still believe. Let's just see where they are taking us. But I feel they'll be giving them 2 years, 3 years from now. I think it will be better.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, calling you from diaspora.
Where exactly?
Sweden.
Okay. Please go ahead.
First thing, the person who had called from UK and talking about allowances. One thing that you must know, in 2016, what made the ministers to pay back the monies that they received? It's because they stayed illegally in offices when the parliament had been dissolved. So they got the allowances illegally, and that's what made them to pay back. The Auditor General has a job description, and his job description has what is supposed to be done to his office. Let him understand that members of parliament, they are sitting where? In Lusaka. Let him know that Mandev member of parliament, Matero member of parliament, Kawata member of parliament, even if these constituencies are in Lusaka, they are sitting at Mandahi. They get what? Allowances. So last time I heard you were explaining how the Auditor General gets his allowances. They're sitting. And if something has been found sinister, the best that could have been done was to request the Auditor General to refund the monies that they were established as illegally obtained. And they must show that he has illegally obtained that money. Let's not rush into mentioning the figure that he has gotten so much allowances. Are these allowances paid to him in the right way, or they were illegally paid to him? Before we start saying, why didn't he report? By virtue of him appearing before PAC, there is an allowance that is supposed to be paid to him. So people must first look at the conditions of service. Allowances have jurisdictions. And each person who works in government, he has his workstation and out of workstation. For example, the workstation of the president is Zambia. The entire Zambia is the workstation for the president. So you need to know what are the allowances that must be paid to the president when he is working within his office and outside his office. Then we stop this debate about who got the EU, what did you do this, and criminalize people and the office. We are destroying the integrity of the office, the confidence that people have in the office, and anything else that will come out of that office. Because we are so much now talking about the office being corrupt, and when they are supposed to fight corruption. So if we smear corruption on an individual, it is a very, very way of dealing with an individual. Of an office, I mean. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yes, you can call in. I'm picking calls as they come, just like that. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Yes, please.
Aba tayari twafueni mwanti twachira no buteko. Vai kalira fyo kubepa ekintu fire bipira ko fyeba jaba pressing abena bale chitakwa chitabako etamenso ero kwachi bena tabale chula ko fe bale chula fyo mifuego. ero nga nakiwani kyagala kife balekyula fenga lifwebo bena tabalekyulako nomba nabo balekyula so inekundeyo bakufe bapresinga bafuire fe bakinja bafuire baishuko bati ifintu nafishupa nonte ala ifintu nafishupa batali troifika pone minani yavula matomato ukulanda fyachauka no musalo wavula saladi no vika muna saladi tule kwangula fene minani ifintu nafishupa leke eni vale tyo kuchita pretend abantu aba na abatuipa era ine vale ndwale ka BP fina vale
sorry that coca
so bafuire fe bakinja
natotela
natotela
thank you hello hello
Mr. President.
Yes
Muli bwanji
bwino bwanji
chemushira president timayamika pamene mukamba and I like you Mr. President.
chisinkonka volume ukumbuye uko
Oh yeah, okay. Can you switch off? And I like you, Mr. President, what you're doing.
Thank you.
Muchita vintu pamushe kutikambira hapo vena ngoti tingakambepo. Otherwise, pamene mukamba ndivanzeru. I think chibwezo chewa kupa kumbuya wali manje avasiniona hapo vivozi. Why nakamba so? Hapa nikuja so Mr. President. Chintu vintu vamene tigula manje apa vintu vamene tenzogula ma 5 kwacha ndiye vili kuma 30 kwacha 25 chacha manje vantu vosauka tisakwanisa bwanji so timayamika vintu vamene mutikambira apo ku vantu mukakamba apo kuti vamekaisa sitingakambepo apa ukakamba tikufunika pepa but povota kuenzeribe chani pepa. So I appreciate what you're doing, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Yeah, so pitizani chekukamba osalembo ndimwe mumanje mulimo wakulu unetibiripa wati muliko
zikomo mwana
napapata
zikomo.
All right.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. President, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. President. My contribution is last time when I watched your broadcast, maybe some good 5-6 days ago, you mentioned to say once you have been apprehended by police, the first thing is they grab your phones.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So now this program we have seen it is being supported by the majority.
Yes.
And it has to continue. So my suggestion is you might be picked even today, even tomorrow, even next month, even next year. However, if you can just tell this platform to say if I've been picked, because me as an individual, we really need to support this program. Supporting this program, we need to support people like you who are speaking for the voiceless. So tell us which number maybe who is going to manage your account, your page, such kind of any different number, whereby maybe we can drop something little. We might fail to bring you food because of the distance where we are, but we'll be able to bring even 2 kwacha, even 3 kwacha, even 10 kwacha, 10 kwacha, even 100 kwacha, 100 kwacha. We can do that because I've seen the people have got a zeal to support this program. So please tell the nation, tell everybody to say if you have been grabbed and the police have grabbed my phones, you can use this other number for that person, for whatever, such kind of things. Please do that, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Well noted.
Good. All right.
Thank you. Hello? 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 Volume behind there. Hello?
Hello, yes, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm calling from Chawama.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I also want to contribute on the allowances. Like you said, to say ujamunda wanamanga marufyengo because si ntchito yake amene anali in charge like kupanga manamba ya allowances. Ma allowances vanali kumsendingira chape. You understand that? So now this government, in trying to create jobs, now they have seen to say there are no spaces. So they are creating situations where they remove someone and replace. You understand that? So that's what they are saying. Then again, that none to the treasury, wamina mapanga allowances. Like you said, to say adina mapowers yakuti angapenge muntu aliyense. So now, what I want to understand is it the sitting of the parliament or maybe just there at Iran? Is it the sitting Yamine Amalandirabo? Because if it's the sitting, I remember Madam Speaker last time when the PF walked out, he instructed to say you will not get the allowances. So definitely this makes me understand that there must be a register to say this one has sat for this, so deserves an allowance.
Yes.
But
hello?
Hello?
It's a Scott. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Queen Cobra in the house.
Oh.
Chungulum Kwaiva Pomfwa.
Queen
Na baleta ba. Mr. Tan with your winner.
I learned for winner my want.
Quick one. I want to talk about the selective application of the law under the UPND government. First of all, let me try and talk to my media houses, to our UPND. I've challenged you to a debate to say, come debate on the issues that we are raising. Not that this is a democracy and it won't stop at UPND. Even the next government that will come, we are in a democratic nation and Zambia will always be a democratic nation. Now, selective application of the law. If you're Auditor General, we all know that it's because of the fertilizer scandal. But the truth will always come out. Look at what's happening at the Minister of Finance. Today, you have much $250,000 body pocketing. You see? And they've been appearing co ACC without even the country knowing.
But
sorry. Auditor.
Sorry, who has been? I missed that one. What?
Yes.
Who?
The Minister of Finance, Bastumbeko Msokotwani, apparently has been appearing APC secretly without the nation knowing. But they blow up the Auditor General's issue. Bamulupi and Bastumbeko have been appearing in ACC without the country knowing. Why is ACC not telling the nation? Honorable Mia Zulu has challenged the ACC to tell the nation of what's going on, and we're here to listen and understand. So I'm over UPND, like any chin, chava chess once a chino. Okay? It's chin actually foculanyanti, they think with the debt that's going on in the country. It's not gonna work. Zambia is a democratic nation and will continue to be a democratic nation. Munia Zulu has said is giving ACC time to tell the nation about the $250,000 received by the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Infrastructure Development, Charles Mulupi. So we want to know.
Thank you very much. Hey, so I don't know, I missed that. $250,000 received by Minister of Finance and the Minister of Infrastructure. That is something. That is huge. 250,000. Pama allowances, which is duly entitled to, but they are arresting him. Ish, unbelievable, and really unbelievable. Anyway, I think we have said a lot. A number of things have come up. I think I'm going to end here for tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be discussing Ministry of Education and the illegal mining. Then the day after tomorrow, I'll be talking about this summit that Zambia is co-hosting with other countries. Let me take this last call. Hello?
Hey, finally, I'm in.
Yes, I've seen that. Sorry, let me give him time to talk.
So just a quick one. Just a quick one. I just want to talk on, I think, 2-3 things.
Yes.
One is Malembe's video, which a lot of people have come out, mostly to condemn those guys from the UPND. They are condemning. I've challenged them. There's a video. Actually, it's a video of Matomola. Is it Matomola? Which has been going around, and they are quiet. You know, he was clearly saying and instructing his fellow IPSs to say why PF hasn't died like the MMD did is because the government of UPND is still giving contracts to UPND, so we need to tune them, not to give them contracts, not to pay them contracts. So now, here's someone who is in the UPND government who said that, and now Mumbi is retaliating to that, and now he's being condemned. What kind of people are they? And then I want to talk on the Inden Tazama pipeline. It's a very good thing that has happened, but we only wish and hope that we are not bringing the thieves around the pipe, because it's very difficult. How are they going to secure this pipe? But we are hoping it works out. Then the third thing is about the freedom that we want to be fed, or we are being fed with, to say we have the freedom, we are able to speak under this government. But please let them realize that PF went because they never gave the people the freedom. Of course, it's not them who are supposed to give, but they abrogated the law. They sat on top of the constitution. So it's not by anyone's choice to say people should enjoy freedom of expression and whatever. It's by the constitution. So let them not think that, no, it's because of UPND that we are talking. We've been talking, but you've been talking. Some of us have been threatened, received calls. We have our friends in the OP who calls us to say you are being discussed on very pet issues that we write on Facebook. Is that the freedom?
Yeah. No, thank you very much.
Let them not. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I've been seeing this number. Let me take it as the last one.
Please, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for President. Good evening.
Good evening.
Amwambia na kutumi na kusorezi batayari mwakosa.
Hey, twakosa.
Very good, very good, very good. You know, I will mix both Kaonde English and some Nyanja.
Twakumvwa.
Muna kumvwa itwa Santa. Number one, Mavoti Afumineku Northwestern Province for UPND. I think 95%.
Okay.
Of this UPND. I'm one of those who have voted today by UPND. But when you look at all these appointments, I'm sorry to say, I'm not being tribal, but it's true. The appointments to all of these institutions, whether governance or institutions of commerce, or institutions of trade, You must have a name that has Ha, or you must have a name that is Cirilo, or you must either be Southerner or Westerner. Northwestern has completely been left out. Now, that is not to say that everybody else from Central Province, from Wapura, from Muchinga and the Eastern Province, it doesn't mean that they don't have the right qualifications to be appointed to those jobs. Now, this is where we all must take caution, because by end of 2023, all of these positions of influence
Wow, it cut. Oh Lord. Hello? Hello? He has been trying so hard. Hello? Hello? For you, I can take you. If you call back again, I can take your call, because you have really been trying. So if you call again, I'll pick your call. I don't know what happened to that caller. Oh, unfortunately, I think it's done. Anyway, I think for okay, let me pick it as called back. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes. So that was my first point. My second point was, I was very disappointed with that person that called in from the UK, who was talking about allowances. I think if when people don't know anything about the system, it's best that they do not make any comments. Yes, you must tell them. If they don't know how the system works, they should not make any comments. Because I listened to you speaking, we have 18 people arrested for going the internal process. And out of the 18, there's more. I think there's more than 50.
About 60 actually.
Why?
60 actually.
Yes. So why 60? Eh?
I saw the schedule.
Yes.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Yes. Why are the other names not being published?
Including the PS. Including the PS
yes.
who was approving. The PS who was approving. And also got paid.
Yes. There is no way an ST can be paid without the PS.
Exactly. Oh, the network is bad. Hello? Oh, sorry. Anyway. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah, good evening, President Daddy.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Martin Ngoni, calling from Dola.
Okay.
Yeah, first and foremost, I just want to express my gratitude that Zambia, we still have people like you. If I can relate, to tell you the truth, in Southern Africa, according to my opinion, in Southern Africa, we have got only Julius Malema, and the second one is you. Because look, I've been following Julius Malema, and now I take keen interest to follow you. All what you are saying is totally true. And you have been following how the government is performing this new Dawn disaster. And I've been always following you, the updates on Facebook and now to this platform. Continue with the same spirit, and we are as youth, like to my side, We are rallying behind you. We are giving you solidarity and do whatever you can. This is your country. Express your views and tell the people who cannot get this information, most like to my place in Chama, Rundazi, where they are also getting you. It's only that they can just they cannot reach you because of the network issue. Otherwise, my contribution is just to encourage you.
Thank you.
Be brave like Julius Marema. Be brave. You are only the two of you, Julius Marema and you in Zambia. That's all. May God bless you, whatever you are doing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I think I end here. Good night. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time, 20 hours. We're discussing the getting of the mines as well as the Ministry of Education. The other day, we will talk about the useless democratic summit. Thank you.